Women don't understand boys, especially young boys. If you're a mother and them young niggas see, niggas coming in and out the house and stuff like that. Yeah, you they mama, but they only gonna respect you to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Shit might
not to a certain extent, to a certain age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When them niggas get a certain age, that shit out the window.
That shit out. They gonna be bucking you. They gonna do everything. Right. They gonna do everything, my nigga. It ain't gonna be like, how can I say, like, no motherfucking respect there, man. Right. And then on top of that, if you do everything for this young nigga, I'm talking about everything. You don't get that boy no type of structure. You know what I'm saying? Guess what he gonna do when he get him a girlfriend?
Shit.
He's gonna expect. Exactly. He ain't gonna do nothing that the man shit. He gonna think that nigga, my mama did this. You supposed to do everything. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna have no structure. That's why I always felt like, man, when it comes to being single parents, you know what I'm saying? If you got if you're a mother with sons or with a son and shit like that, a nigga get 10 years old, drop that nigga off with his daddy, man. Get that nigga to his daddy. And even if his daddy ain't doing shit, he just a bum ass nigga. Drop that nigga off with him. Give him to him. Change that nigga life. Cause the nigga got life. Yeah, he gonna change both their life. Cause the nigga got some responsibility now. You can't run around frivolous and fucking up like you used to now. You got a boy to raise. Because the women is the one that's getting blamed for these young niggas out here. Yeah. Because y'all refuse to let the nigga help y'all raise them without some type of stipulation.
Refuse.
Look, bro, I ain't on my mama, my nigga.
I'm talking about refuse, bro.
Even with my daughter. Look, I had worked 3 jobs at one time, bro, and it was hard. I still wasn't able to do nothing for my family. I'm working 3 jobs, paying child support to 3 different women, and one of them I stay with. You know what I'm saying? It's still hard for me to do anything for my family. I finally jump in the game full-fledged. I was just dabbling in it. But I finally jump in full-fledged. Fuck all this working. I'm working too much, wearing myself down. Can't get. But I jump in this game. Can't get nowhere. I jump in the game, nigga. I'm $2,500 a week starting. You know what I'm saying? Just barely poking my nose at $2,500 a week until I got to a point where I make like 10 bands a week. But I remember one day my baby mama come to the crib and my daughter mama come to the crib. And mine, I take care of 5 kids, my 4 and my stepson. You know what I'm saying? I got my partners over there. We stay in the projects. I got like my living room blocked out. One. I got 2 sets of leather. One for the game. You know what I'm saying? One for the game, and the other one is for just to watch TV or movies and shit like that. Upstairs like that, whatever. Now my kids are upstairs or they outside playing. I can't remember which one it was. But my baby mama come and drop my daughter off, right? So she tell me, she say, look, if this is what you're gonna be doing. You can't bring Jackie over here no more. I'm not bringing Jackie over here no more. You can't see your daughter. You know what I told her? I say, look, I take care of 5 motherfuckers.
Come on.
I say, if you think I'm gonna stop taking care of my kids, all these kids for one child, I say, all you gotta do is let her know what you said. I say, you can grab my daughter and you can take her. Because I'm not finna sacrifice being able to take care of my children. Being able to take care of my woman because you don't want me to do what I'm doing. And not on top of that, bitch, you smoke weed and you drink and you do powder. We was young at the time, so I know she was doing powder. She was fucking, fucking around and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know you fucking around. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to tell me your brothers and them do it and shit. I know you fucking around. So you're going to tell me I can't do this because you don't like it. I say you can grab her right now. Y'all get the fuck out of my house. I say, long as you tell her when she grow up, when she get of age, while my daddy ain't been around, just tell her that you put these type of stipulations on me, and I told you no. And you know what? She kept it a buck. She did. She told her. When my daughter got older, mind you, I was still going to get her. When we moved out the projects out from the north side to the south side, it ain't in the hood no more. So I ain't got 1,000 niggas over there like I used to. So I used to get them every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But shit,
it's been proven, man, that, and again, I'm not saying that one is superior and one is inferior. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the numbers show that children that are raised with single fathers is the equivalent of being raised in a two-parent household.
Yes. And you can't do nothing about the facts, dog. Ain't a bitch ass thing you can do about the numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't argue emotions.
Real.
I don't argue emotions. I give a fuck, and that's to a nigga or to a bitch. I don't care about your emotions, nigga. When we go to talking this real shit, nigga, I do statistics and facts, nigga. I do the numbers, nigga, and the numbers don't lie. You can't deny the numbers. They might be a little off, they might be a little under or a little over, but there's an in between right there. One thing about it that it's not no lie. You know what I'm saying? It's not based on emotion.
If the numbers is off,
this is real data.
If the numbers is off, that's because somebody typed that shit in there wrong.
But it's still data. You know what I'm saying? That shit is data. You know what I'm saying? Your emotions is not data, man. You know what I'm saying? And you can say any fucking thing you want to. The motherfucking tongue ain't got no bone in that bitch. You can flip that hoe any way you want to. So you can miss Daddy Cree with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I deal with numbers all day long, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like, as a man, hearing what School just said when it comes to the numbers, that lets you know that nigga is in a good situation. So if I'm a father out here, and I know my baby mama struggling with my son, you know what I'm saying? And I know I'm out here struggling, I might as well go and get my son to change my situation, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? The nigga don't look at it like that. The first thing come to a nigga head is, shit, well, nigga, how I'm gonna go to work? Nigga, she was in the same position. You know what I'm saying? She was in the same position. Well, nigga, you know I gotta, who gonna do it? She was in this, whatever you thinking about, she was in the same position, bro. And she did the shit. So, nigga, it ain't no excuse. It ain't no excuse. You do the shit. You make a way. You're supposed to be the biggest thinker, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's
at the end of the day, you a fucking man.
Man, bro. That's one thing I love about Islam, bro. You know what I'm saying? About being a Muslim, because, like, when you go to church, who do you see in the church, majority in the church?
Like, as far as
women?
Man. See the women the most in there, right?
Hell yeah.
Go to the masjid. Guess who you gonna see in there?
The man.
The man.
Already.
You're the leader of the household. You're supposed to be teaching your woman who God is.
Hell yeah.
If you read the Bible tells the woman, be quiet in the presence of men when they talking. You're not even supposed to be teaching. True story. When it come to God, they're not supposed to teach, preach, or nothing.
No, that's true story.
This is biblical facts, bro. You're not even supposed to be preaching or teaching or nothing.
No, for real.
It's the man's duty. So when I go to Juma every Friday, guess what I see in there? I see the women don't have to come. They don't have to come. It's the men. The men is obligated to be at Juma every Friday, bro. Your job don't matter. Whatever going on in the world do not matter, bro. Unless it's a dire situation or you just can't get off of work. If you just can't get off of work, guess what you got to do? Find a job that puts you in position to make Juma, dog. Because nothing come before God. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when I go to Juma on Fridays, I see the men doing what the women do, bringing their daughters and their sons.
True story.
Bringing their daughters and their sons. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
I think it's a misconception nowadays that
I was gonna tell you, let me hit that cigarette too, but I was running my mouth. I was running my mouth. Though.
I think it's a misconception nowadays that women hear certain words in a sentence and get triggered, my guy.
Yeah.
And they don't actually, they stop listening. They hear the words that trigger them, and then the rest of what you saying is wah, 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 wah. That's it.
Facts,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying?
Facts.
So they're missing the point. Again, all they hearing is the trigger words.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Lying, bro.
And the point of the motherfucking matter is that, again, I didn't make these rules. I didn't create the rules. I didn't make you a girl. I didn't make me a motherfucking guy. I'm just going by the way that this shit has always been going and has evidently worked for fucking centuries.
See what I'm saying?
And at the end of the day, bro, like, men were put in a position to lead. I was just having this conversation with my
bottom line, bro.
I was just having this conversation
bottom
with
line.
my daughter, my oldest daughter, and my wife, bro. And we got into the conversation, like into this type of conversation, and I had brought up a point that went along the lines. I can't remember verbatim, but it went along the lines is a man has his role. And a female has his role, right?
Has a role. You got damn right.
And if for some reason the women think that if the man isn't doing his role, then she's no longer obligated to fulfill her role. And that's where they got the game fucked up. Just because this nigga ain't fulfilling his role don't mean that you fuck up. That you don't fulfill your role.
You supposed to put the nigga on his stick, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You saying? You supposed to get that nigga back and lined up. That's what you there for, bro.
Let's just say the nigga ain't fulfilling his motherfucking role and obligation. And the broad still is, and she decide to lead a nigga. Guess what? Now you got your pick of the litter. But if you ain't fucking fulfilling your obligation and you lead that nigga, they looking at you like you a goddamn hoe, or like somebody that ain't playing their goddamn role.
Yeah.
It's a weird.
Or as soon as that nigga fell off, you was gone.
You know what I'm saying?
In corporate terms.
Hey, dog, I tell people all the time, bro, and I like to tell people that are always like, oh, it's the last days, we in the last days. Well, nigga, like ever since the prophecy has been the last days. You want to be technical, but I will say that these are strange times that we are living in, a different time that we are living in.
Even when they say last days, okay, who days are you talking about? Our days are God days. You know what I'm saying? Because a day to him could be 1,000 years, 10,000 years, or 20,000 years. It could be whatever it is to him.
Right. It could be a second.
You know what I'm saying? It could be a second, however he choose to go by. You feel me, fool? However he choose to go by. So when you talk about these when our last days, back to what he was just saying, they were saying that when Jesus made that quote. And guess what? In the Bible, he said, those are my followers who will be here in the last days. And he was talking to them people right there. They dead. Yeah. They been dead. We hundreds of years away from that day. You feel me? We hundreds of thousands of years away from that day, man.
It's been the last days for hundreds of thousands of years, nigga.
Feel me? Yeah. Shoot, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
So when you speak like that, make sure you know who days you talking about. Hours of gods. Yeah, I know our days are numbered, but his is never. Know, and I was just having that talk the other day to somebody about, you know, the roles, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what I was talking to. Me and DQ was having a talk the other day, right? We was having a relationship talk, right? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Just about relationships in general.
Yeah, kind of like about our past relationship. Right. And I was telling.
Okay, already.
I was telling her how, you know, it wasn't until recently you held yourself accountable for our relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I say one of the things that pissed me off is that, you know, the way you talk to me. And I had to and you know, we got into fights. Right. And I told her, I say, before, true enough, I ain't got a right to put my hands on you. But let's go back to how it started. It started with you talking crazy to me, right? Like a nigga talks crazy to me. Talking to me like a nigga talk to me. Yeah. How many times I told you, DQ, leave me alone. DQ, let me go. Let me go to the house. Let me do that. How many times I went through that before I snapped? Because y'all think y'all can talk to us like niggas. Right. You don't understand the conversation when niggas have. We know there's a thin line we can't afford to cross, because if my voice get too loud or I say something too disrespectful, I know there's a big possibility of violence.
Right. I always said along the lines like, basically, how can I de-scramble this in my brain?
Women think that like they can talk to us like we talk to each other, right? And there's no recourse to that shit.
Okay,
but it is.
I always said like when I'm arguing, when I argue with somebody, if I raise my voice with somebody, if we're yelling back and forth with somebody, that means you want to fight. Nigga.
You're not lying, bro.
That means you testing my fucking G, nigga.
Yeah.
You want to fight me, dog.
I feel the same way, bro. I feel the same way.
Anybody, man, women, big, tall, small, fat, skinny, nigga. If you're yelling at me, we're yelling at each other. I want to fight. That's where I'm at.
Sensible. I'm the same way, bro.
That's where
I'm
I'm
the same way. Nigga, you're not finna talk reckless to me.
Right. What's that one thing, man? We can disagree, but don't raise your voice at me.
I say, you know, when I'm telling you, man, lower your voice or quit talking to me like that. I'm telling you because you're talking to me like a nigga. Right. You're talking to me in a way that
I feel disrespected.
Not even that. You talking to me. A nigga can't talk to me like that because I'm gonna shoot him in his fucking ass. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot him in his motherfucking ass, dog. I'm telling you the truth. It ain't gonna be too. We can argue for a little bit, but it's gonna come to a point, man, where I'm tired of arguing. I'm tired of arguing. And I'm trying to argue no more, dog. And with me, with Creon, I ain't finna throw no blows with you, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm finna put something in your ass, dog. And I tell people 1,000 times, all the time, bro, I have made my peace with God. I've made my peace with God, bro. I already told him who I'm about, what I'm gonna do, and yada, yada, yada. I made my peace with him. So, nigga, if I feel like this nigga going out, and I know that I can get locked up for that shit, I already know I can get locked up for it. I know I can do a life sentence. I know all that shit. I made peace with that. So, nigga, walk lightly how you talk to me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you might get shot in your motherfucking ass, nigga.
But no, on the cool. But that goes for every man. Every man that conducts and carries himself like a man, talk to that nigga like a man. Yell at that nigga like a man.
You trying to little boy at it. You trying to little boy at nigga. It ain't your little boy.
Can't, like, bro, I can't go to just any random fucking man and get in this nigga face and just start because I don't do, you know, you can't do that, bro. You just can't. And not expect nothing in return. But that's crazy.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, what's good, everybody?
But we digress.
DJ Lil King, Riding Hot News, episode number 71. Know what I'm saying? Got my dog Cantu up in here, Daddy Cree up in here, School Dose up in here. Know what I'm saying? We just kind of started off a little different tonight, kicking it off already with the topic we was already talking about. We kind of went off a little bit, so I kind of want to go back on it. So I want to, because Cantu's like the Mexican representative that's here today, so... Let's talk about what was on.
I was on call this week.
Okay, so a quinceañera. A lot of people know what it is, but explain to the people who don't know like what a quinceañera is.
Say, nigga.
Basically, it's a coming of age party.
Rite of passage.
Yeah, rite of passage where.
So it's not just a 15th birthday party.
Yeah, it's not, but it's at the age.
It is, but it's not. It's more to it than just turning 15.
Yeah, 15 is where it's like you're going from like, even though you're already a teenager, you're becoming more of a woman.
Okay,
it's from like being a little girl going to becoming of young womanhood.
Okay,
in that transition where you're not playing with dolls and stuff anymore. You're helping maybe mom and grandma in the kitchen making dinner. And and not to be like that, but
that's what Mexican.
That's what Mexican family. Yeah, you know, like learning
instead of saying that this is my boyfriend, we really going to the movies now.
Yeah, or like, you know, it's like, you know, now you're learning the recipes from grandma. You're learning. You know, the traditions are following with you.
They're starting to treat you as a young woman instead of as a kid.
Yeah, it's not going to be like now when it's Thanksgiving or like Christmas. It's not going to be like you can play with the kids. Are going to be, hey, help in the kitchen. Come on, like, you know, this is. Yeah. It's kind of like, you know how you have the adult table and the kids table. Right, it's you moving on to the adult table.
The kid table. That's fire.
You know, that's what they're.
That's okay.
You know, but yeah, that's what's a quinceañera, and it's at the age of 15 for girls.
Right.
Okay.
I ain't trying to go off something. I'm just gonna be something real quick.
Go ahead.
Man, you know what's crazy? You know what an old maid is? The old maid. You know where the sayings come from? Old maid. It's really like an old English term. It's a European term, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know, back then, you know, of course, back then, women or young ladies were raised different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We ain't got all this stuff that captivates them today to keep them in a childish state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know what I'm saying? At a very early age, little girls know how to cook, so do all these different things around the house. All these things around the house. If you wasn't married by the time you were 15 years old,
you weren't worth shit.
You were like, bro,
outcast.
If a man did not come and grab you by the time you were 15 years old, man, you're a bypass.
And we ain't talking about a grown ass. We talking about the dude that's supposed to marry you is still a kid himself. This is a 16, 17-year-old.
What's it called? A suitor. Yeah. Like a suitor.
Well, yeah.
And even
arranged marriages.
But mind you, dog, we talking about like the 13th, 14th, 15th century.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are people customs, dog. That's a lot of things are Europeanized.
It might be a 43-year-old man that come by and be like, "Let me get your daughter."
These are customs, bro. We gotta realize, bro. It's a lot of stuff that's going on over here that where we're from, our ancestral habitat and what's the name, bro. We're not living that. We're living somebody else's culture. But not to I ain't trying to cut y'all. No. But that's what the term old maid come from. If like you were saying, these wasn't like, oh, a nigga just see this girl. Yeah, I'm finna try to. No, it's not that. It's not that. It was a lot of it was joining of families. Mm-hmm. A lot of it was arranged. You know what I'm saying? Because man, back when you married somebody. When you married somebody, your family had to give that family something, bro. Mm-hmm. You had to give that family something when you married this daughter, right?
Horses.
And this is
now you taking me back because this is shit you learn whenever like you young and shit, but like, you don't even pay attention to it really. You know what I'm saying?
So that one goes. And the crazy thing about it is how I see it and how you're describing it, right? Is it's straight up where like families back then, they did it because they wanted not just to, the kids to be in love, but it's good for your family where you live. It's good for we live. Now we're gonna have a trade.
Not good, best.
But it's the best, right? It's like your village is close by the river, right? So maybe you have some resources that we don't have, and now we have. And now that we're getting married, it's almost business transaction, right?
That's what I was saying. And it's because
and love grew
what
out
you
of
said
that.
is because. Nigga, this is what fucks up marriages today, this thing called love. Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying. This bullshit is bullshit we call love. Motherfuckers don't be in love with each other at the beginning of these relationships and shit like this. Right. That's why back then these relationships were contractual. Yeah. They were like you can grow on a motherfucker and learn to love them. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna say some controversial shit, right? Because going from back in the day to actually, it's very common to now where you see people that have a lot of money, and you want to know why them dudes that have a lot of money that look like that have that badass chick and get to do whatever the hell they want, or the professional player get to cheat on his wife. Why? Because she knows it's a business transaction. She wants a certain lifestyle. They come in there and she's providing something, and it's okay. And people say like, man, that's crazy, but they've been doing that since back in the day.
I'm gonna give you a couple of perfect examples of that. The very first example that comes to mind when you say that is Janet Jackson and that Saudi Prince.
Yep.
Yeah.
They literally had a written contract.
What the fuck?
A literal written contract that said that they had to be married for at least 5 years, and she had to bear him a son. After that, she was allowed to divorce this nigga and get away with like $140 million or some shit.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
she signed that motherfucker real quick.
And the thing,
and not to cut you, as soon as the obligation was fulfilled, my nigga, to the day that it was filled, my nigga. Divorced like a motherfucker. Janet Jackson back on the goddamn.
Bro, she was off faster than her titty at the Super Bowl.
And she has the kid by the dude now too. Damn,
Prince Ahmad something Jackson.
Damn.
One of them things about it, what you were saying, Cantu. A lot of them situations take a family out of poverty.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of this. That's why they have to give a family something. And guess what? This is how real marriage and things like that.
It used to be called a bride fee or a bride
a dower
tax.
or a dower.
But check this out. You know how it's still so common that they make movies about it. How many times do you see?
We just saw a show about it with the Donald Sterling dude from
like,
the Clippers.
right.
And like you say, he was providing that girl, like, whenever Donald Sterling stopped feeding that girl all that money, she was damn near dead poor.
But not even that. Like, how many times do you see in Hollywood where it's a guy or a girl that they come from high power families, they're trying to arrange a marriage because they want that company to merge with another company, and they end up falling in love with the school teacher or something else. You know what I mean? Like, it happens all the time.
I just watched the movie like on Friday, and I can't remember. I think it was called Damsel. That was the name of the movie, and it was with the girl. Y'all ever seen what's the show about the kids in the Upside Down?
Stranger Things.
Okay,
Winona Riding.
Look, it was 11 off of Stranger Things.
Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, she was the star of the movie named Damsel. Long story short, not to be a movie hater, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, her father, who was the king, sultan, whatever the fuck of a shitty ass land, you know what I'm saying? Made a deal with a king of an awesome ass land for his bride, his daughter to be the bride to his motherfucking son. That shit was common fucking practice, bro. And in return, that nigga might have got his weight in gold type shit.
I mean, look at
that shit. That was common.
It's so
practice,
common
man.
they put it in kid movies. Look at Aladdin. If you watch Aladdin, how many princes and people come with camels and things trying to get the bride?
That shit was normal, man.
And then too, you know, like one of the things about it too is that the family in which you know the daughter they marrying like that, they write out what they're asking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They write out what they want. Some of them don't really be want nothing, you know what I'm saying? Some of them might not. If the family is affluent, they probably really don't want too much. But, you know, a family literally writes out, what's the name? You know,
there's a
for the dower. You know what I'm
there's
saying?
a Saudi prince right now, man. I can't think of his name, and I don't want to get the acronym wrong. I think his name is like BSF or correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but he has like 8 wives, huh?
I mean,
all of them people or more, whatever. I'm not sure the exact number, but his mother was a third bride or a fourth bride, and who made a strategic move for her people to marry this nigga's father. You know what I'm saying?
Married to that family.
Like on some Robin Hood shit.
Yeah.
I'll sacrifice myself for the betterment of my people type shit, dog. So if I gotta marry this nigga, you know what I'm saying, to keep him from whatever the fuck, you feel what I'm saying? That shit was
you know what I like about it too? Like, man, I'm not saying like when you know when the brothers had them wives and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Is that I ain't saying it ain't no jealousy in it, because women do get jealous, but they know how to make that shit work. They function through that shit, nigga. They raise all them kids and everything. I'm talking about everything. They function through that shit. They make that shit work. You know what I'm saying? That man, I'm telling you,
that shit is what trips me out.
A lot. And them marriages,
them hoes last 40, 50 years.
And not even just that. Them marriages are like, how can I say it? This shit ain't even over fucking lust or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause this is arranged. This shit is put together.
Yeah, like what do they say all the time?
We gotta grow to love.
No. They say like they would like even in TV shows or movies, like it's always the Indian parents that were like or that were like part of the arranged marriage that said you can learn how to love. Exactly. You can learn how to love somebody. Yeah.
Shout out Trace Boogie in the comments. He's saying that the virginity was a lot of the value.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 1,000%.
He said a lot of it wouldn't have happened without that virginity.
Yeah.
No deal.
Yeah.
That's
true. That's period. You know what I'm saying? That's period in all them situations. In all those situations.
Yeah.
Shit,
back to the king set.
Yeah, let's get to the king. So let's pick up right there. Okay, so 15 years old, you becoming of age, you becoming a woman. Okay, the video that went viral was the girls doing like a very vulgar dance with like male.
It was like a
sexual. It ain't gonna say vulgar. She was sexual.
It was like a stripper show. it was like what was that one show? What was that one movie that came out and had like
Magic
J-Lo?
Mike and all that bullshit?
It was like J-Lo and Cardi B and but the girl one.
Oh yeah.
I was talking about
Magic Mike.
I don't watch no Magic Mike.
I just know that shit was real popular.
But like it was basically like that, and these are all like 15, 16-year-olds, and they just like.
Hey, did you peep the boys in the video? The boys were them niggas looked so awkward. Like
it was awkward to be just watching it because I like, to be honest, if I have a daughter and there is no way in hell I would have her and her friends dance like that in front of the family.
Because it had to be recited.
Yes, you had to practice it because this was some choreography.
It wasn't a free. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't a freestyle.
This was some choreography.
But can you? I mean, let's just say this. Then this is how I feel, and I'm just spitballing, guessing. There ain't no way the parents knew.
They had to.
I don't think the parents were present at the practices and all that shit. I don't because I'm feeling like if it seemed pretty extravagant to me. You feel me?
This your first time seeing it?
Yes, this is the first time seeing it right here.
I know he finna speak on it, y'all.
I don't even want to look at it, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't.
That's child porn.
Basically.
That's child porn.
No. Pull it back up because I want you to see the boys in that motherfucker. The boys are like.
I already got out of it.
And the boys are like, they don't even want to be doing that shit. Them boys don't look at I want you to look at the boys, man. The boys in that motherfucker look like, man. You know that's embarrassing. The boys, man.
Trey said, I seen the video on my timeline that was bad parenting and then some.
That's what I said.
100%, bro.
Okay, so that's why. Okay, we're gonna get a little further right now. You see a little bit.
Is that a 15?
Yeah, look.
Let me see, because I didn't even see all that shit. Okay, yeah, I saw that part. I guess I saw the part too whenever the dudes came and joined and all that shit. Okay, so
how TikTok
this is what I want to get to. Okay, so etiquette and Yetta, is it like tradition for the girl to do a dance with her?
Yeah. They always do a dance.
Okay,
there's always a dance recital.
Because I don't know nothing about this.
It's always hers and her friends,
but
and they
not
always
like that.
Yeah, obviously not. Yeah.
You know, most of the times, to be honest, it's like the Mexican hat dance, or it's like some folklorico, or even then it might be
her boyfriend doing
like a little like a salsa, or even with her dad, but never like.
Nah.
So the traditional dance is that
boom,
the one? So isn't the traditional dance at a quinceañera, isn't that the one that's usually like reserved for the dad, or that's something they usually do a dance with the dad and a dance with the
they do a dance with the dad and they do a dance with the party. Like,
okay,
like I don't want to call them groomsmen and stuff. I can't remember the name, but it's like your friends and everybody that's with you. Right. But you do like a little dance or something. They always practice it. Like even I remember in College Station where I live, right in Bryan. There's this park, like a gazebo.
Yeah.
Every Saturday, there's people out there rehearsing. You can tell they're practice for a quinceañera that weekend.
I want to read this comment right quick from Trace. He says, Cantu knows as a Hispanic, the family is involved in it all and should have seen that practice a long time ago, picking up and dropping off.
Wow. Yeah, they like come on, moms and dads go like
they're gonna go. So if
they practice the shit at the park, like they're not shit at the park. They don't even practice it like in dance halls. Like they be at the, you know what I mean?
Look,
somebody's kitchen and shit.
I'm gonna be honest on two things. Like I'm not saying that, you know, as we got older, the dances got like worse. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that when we were kids, the females were dancing like that. I'm just saying we wasn't doing that shit in front of our parents.
Hell no.
We wasn't doing that shit in front of our parents.
Hell no.
I wouldn't even try.
See, most of these people
don't. Even as the dude.
I wasn't even trying to watch sex scenes on TV with my parents in the room. Like, how the fuck I would want to be like, I'll pay that booty in the butt.
I grew up in we damn near see that shit. We better turn around and walk away. Type shit. Am I lying in school? Because it seems like See, that's the way you grew up. The way you explain all the stories with Miss Gail. Like, shit, boy, you see some little girls doing some shit like you better turn your little ass around, boy, walk the other way type shit.
I couldn't even watch The Simpsons.
You telling me? Yo, but I don't like they like Trace is right. Like you're in a quinceañera. You know it's crazy. The mom is so heavily invested. Like just like in a wedding, like how the mom is like one because she's reliving her like a wedding. She's reliving her quinceañera too. And trust me, the grandma's reliving it. They all they had that bitch. The aunties are there. Trust me, they all like they give them a reason to come and hang out and remember all that shit when they used to be skinny and whatnot. Like trust me, they saw that shit. And I don't know how.
So even the aunties and uncles are looking forward to the quinceañera.
Yes,
even Wedlock's looking forward to.
Hell yeah, they gonna have like the food's out, the drinks gonna be out, the DJ gonna be playing. You know they gonna be like pushing it to like they gonna be like at Soko like need to close at 12 there till 4:30.
I'm like, was this girl so spoiled
that they let her get away?
They let her get away with it.
The parents didn't even want to just like fucking do what you want.
I don't know. That's what it looked like. It looked like the mom didn't give a fuck and the dad was just busy working.
There's no way I'd have shut that bitch.
I tell you what, so yeah, that was for real. And the crazy thing, they let that shit play out.
Say, boy, I done took off this prosthetic and swung this bitch out throughout the whole motherfucker. Clean this bitch out.
My girl laughing at your ass. She said when they used to be skinny.
When they used to be, I'm telling you.
Clean that bitch out, man. Nigga.
God damn, he said they reliving the old days.
I'm gonna be honest.
They reliving they wet night.
For real.
I couldn't have been there.
I didn't know it was that serious.
No, it's hella serious like that.
Just say like if that was one of my partners, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying something.
I swear for
I'm
God,
saying
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Real.
I done said that shit, dog. Like,
We might not be partners no more after some shit like that, fam.
Saying, I hope his motherfucking ass don't know. You know what I'm saying? I hope when I said he go off. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, it might be his niece.
That's I don't know. That's some wild shit.
I'm not sitting there and not saying nothing. Like how old are they?
15.
That's what I'm finna say to them niggas. Like how old are they?
Bro, I don't even know how TikTok allowing that to be even played.
That's crazy.
So what songs like? Let's put it in like hip hop references. What songs would you say would like be inappropriate to play at a quinceañera?
That pussy.
Obviously, anything 2 Live Crew. Obviously.
I mean, anything. I think anything.
Is Juvenile back that ass up to it?
No, that gets played because I went to.
But they're gonna play the clean version.
They're gonna play the clean version.
Okay.
It's gonna be more like almost. Man, it just depends on the family.
Where's DJ Dynamite? We need you in here. Let me tag you.
It just depends on the family because I've been to plenty of quinceañeras where there's some music going down and there's some music going down and there's some that you ain't shit happening and it's just fun mariachis and some other things, and then you got some that have like Tejano music. They have a band. It really just depends on the family and what they cool with.
Hey, bro, I'm of no Latin
descent, race,
bro, and I feel that shit need to be traditional like a motherfucker, bro.
But see, like usually you do all the traditional stuff in the beginning, and then at night, like at the end of the night,
okay. But hold on, so take us through, okay? Because you take us through. Okay, so what do you mean? Okay, what do you mean? Hold on. So you say the traditional stuff is in the beginning.
Yeah,
so what's the traditional stuff?
Like the traditional stuff, like when they go out
the Mexican culture.
Yeah. Okay, so like like mariachi music, Tejano music, like Mexican. Yeah, that kind of stuff. The kind that's respectful, and then usually
Cumbia Kings in the beginning.
Well, Cumbia Kings don't come out just yet. I would say Cumbia Kings come around like 9-10 o'clock, right? Because like that's when the old folks start. Like they already ate, they get it ready. They saw, all right, make how I'm going in. Y'all be safe. It's you and your friends. You know they take off, and that 10 to like 12 o'clock. That's usually kind of safe with the teenagers, and then like the older ounce and that are a little bit younger, and that's when that hip hop music start playing, and they really start going off, right? And then that's when like the moms and dads really don't care because they already got a buzz. But not like at 5 p.m. at the get-go when you hit that reception, no.
When you hit the reception.
They not playing grown folk music when the teenagers Like, I'm sure the DJ is playing radio edits for fucking 15
but I think you're saying the music gets a little vulgar.
But it gets a little bit more vulgar.
It's the later it gets. It just doesn't have cuss words.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be playing back that thing up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, not right after you just got done eating. The first thing they say, oh, we come to the stage, you get that bag that is up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna, no. It's going to be a little more chill. So, or, you got all the...
I've been like 2 Kingsays in my whole entire life. I wanted that shit was traditional in the beginning, like you said, and then afterwards, it was a party, but it was like
the grown folks. Yeah, was because it almost seems like, and maybe I'm wrong. It seems like the Kinsey turns into the grown folks party at the end.
No, it's a grown folks party the whole time. The whole time. They're having fun getting drunk. But you got to remember, like a lot of times when you go to these Kinseys and you're invited when you were a kid, they tell you like don't show up till like 9, 10 o'clock. They don't want you there when they eating and shit. That's for the family.
You're talking about that you're going as a guest, as a friend.
Yeah, a guest as a friend
to the girl.
To the girl,
okay.
or like that's your cousin. You know what I mean? If you're a family member, you're there from probably like 5 or 6. Y'all have some food. Y'all are eating. They all, we want to thank Theo for paying for this. We want to thank Theo for this. We want to, all that type shit. And then it starts cutting some music, right? About 7:30. That's when you got some Tejado, like that shit starts going. And then he just go up and go up, and then it just, they have their dance, they do it. But by 9, 10, that's when all her friends will start coming.
Because you're saying by 9, 10, that's when all the 6, 7, 8-year-old kids is already going home.
That or like the parents are gonna let them fucking write it out. They already had some drinks and they're they ain't going nowhere.
They usually be there.
I mean, you see Sokol and all them and Moravian Hall.
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to go to hella Kinsey's and shit at the goddamn Moravian Hall.
I've been to a few myself and I ain't never seen nobody leave.
They don't leave.
Until they don't leave. Until it was over.
But I feel like it gives it time. Like that's usually just how it is. They do all that traditional stuff and then at the night, that's when like the music be breaking out. That's when you get that request on. You can do what you want and let them have fun and all that. But even then, I would not see what I saw in that video. Like at a normal one. There'd be a bunch of people getting their ass beat.
DJ Dynamite says, I play some of the new stuff, but the radio edits. But like the Sexy Reds, I try to stay away from stuff like that. Yeah.
Hell no, we not doing that.
Trey said there's an entire program throughout the night. He said the kids running around.
For real.
God damn, babe.
Sliding and shit.
God damn, that's crazy. So, is Sweet 16? What is that? That's like American tradition, or that's still Mexican?
Some white people shit.
It's like American tradition.
Okay, already.
Yeah.
Damn shows. Yeah, if you rich as fuck, you have both then, huh?
Shit.
You could do it.
If you could do
it.
Fuck that.
Man, let's talk about the goddamn presidential race, man, which ain't really going on yet, but Joe Biden has officially dropped out of the presidential race, and he's basically endorsing Kamala Harris as the Democratic candidate for the presidential election.
Knock it off. Knock it the fuck off, man.
You got to speak on that, babe.
So, man, like, let's just be fucking 100% clear, dog. Trump is Trump the president now. Hell, why you bullshitting? Trump the president fucking right now. Why you bullshitting? That man getting shot in the fucking ear solidified his fucking spot. There is no way on God's green. I tell you like this. Remember, if Trump don't become president, God damn it, they cheating. Like that nigga said. If Trump don't become president, this come November, they rigged that motherfucker 100%. Ain't no way on fucking God's green earth, bro, that this man is not gonna be president, bro. Did you see the pictures of this nigga with a bleeding ear, bro, and his fucking fist in the air with an American flag and the Secret Service, man?
Well, that's what we were talking about last time. I don't know if y'all we were talking about.
I'm being real with you.
They said that he secured the black vote with that shit.
I'll tell you what.
That's what they were saying.
At the end of the
secured every vote with that shit. It's a rap, nigga. It's people that were never gonna vote for this nigga in a bajillion years seen that shit and was like, we're riding, dog. There's no way. I'm telling you, if this nigga don't become the president, bro, he 1,000% right. They and niggas is taking the ballots out the fucking mailbox and all that shit that nigga said, bro. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. I have never seen a more like picture perfect fucking esque fucking scene in my entire life, nigga. I've seen fucking photos of Normandy, nigga. I've seen photos of Korea.
You excited.
I've seen photos of
he charged,
nigga. I've seen photos of fucking Iraq and the war on fucking drugs, nigga. And none of them pictures compare in today's time like this nigga with a Mike Tyson ear. Fucking bro.
Regardless, well, you know what? I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I'm a felon and I can't vote, so he can't get mine. So it don't matter.
You on probation, so you can't really. But you can still vote whenever you get out.
Yeah, right now.
You just gotta register.
I got my shit in the mail. My voter registration shit.
You vote so Trump.
The voting ain't came yet.
It no matter who you vote for. Worry about who the fuck I vote for, man.
You just went on.
He's taking it back to high school and shit.
All that. I was like, damn. You done
all that he votes for the other nigga.
You done gave me the whole spill like a way to be like, nah, well, our other spill. We even get the spaghetti. Like you just gave me the whole spill.
I'm hitting you with the Chappelle skit. You know, the nigga said white folks talk about fucking their wives than they political fucking views. Who you voting for, Dave?
Nobody.
I'm voting for Trump. Who you voting for? Whoa, wait a goddamn minute. Now,
I'm trying to tell you about fucking my wife here, dog. I'm telling you about fucking my wife. That is a good one.
Y'all think it was appropriate for him to drop out of the race, being that he was struggling at the like the speeches and shit that he was having and shit?
It makes me wonder if he's really like. I mean, I don't know if he like, regardless of what it is. I hopefully, man, he gets some help or anything. It seems like
it's called dementia.
He's old,
Alzheimer's,
and I mean, I get it. He probably has some good days where he wakes up like, no, I could continue, and then some days he forgets. But it's.
Old, they lied on his birth certificate, man.
And you know what's funny? And you know what's crazy? All this, like all this, and they said the same thing about what was his name? The other guy he's old too. They were worried about him. Sanders.
Bernie
Sanders.
But Bernie has his fucking wits about him.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they were just. I hope he gets help.
If you want to be technical, Trump is 78 and Biden 80.
That's crazy.
2-year difference. Look at them niggas.
One's different. One's very different.
And I just want to say this.
One was grinding about a pussy and the other one on losing his motherfucking mind.
One was grabbing them by the pussy, the other one was locking niggas up, mass incarceration.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just remember a time when when like my nigga that Trump was in everybody's lyrics, dog. You know what I'm saying? He was everybody go to guy in the
rap videos.
When it was shit, when even he got like I think he got an NAACP award. I could be wrong. But he got some type of award from the.
I've been telling people.
Shit, Mac Miller went platinum with his song Donald Trump.
I've been telling people like this, bro. What was life like when Trump was the president, and what was life like since Biden been the president? How you?
Man, you know what? I always say this, bro.
How you feel about that?
I always say this, man, and that's why, like, I'm just like, I don't advocate for it myself, you know. This part of politics, I don't even advocate for it, man. But for me myself, I always just felt like it don't matter who president. It don't stop me from having to live. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. I've always looked at it like that. I said, I know how this world run. You know what I'm saying? It don't need my
let me put it to you like this: out of the two presidents, which one was easier to live under?
Definitely fucking Trump.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I'm not advocating for nobody. Yeah. I'm just calling a fucking spade a spade.
Yeah.
And calling it how the fuck I see it, man. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying, hey, go. I'm for Trump. Or
I'll tell you what. I knew more.
Saying,
let me ask y'all this because
fucking Trump was president, life was fucking easier.
I know when Trump was president, I knew a lot more people when they had money.
Goddamn.
Why is
I don't know how they got money, but a lot more people had money.
Why is it like growing up like minority? Like we're almost like I ain't gonna say preached to, but almost like expected to be like Democrat. Like what is that? I don't really know too much about like the politics, but growing up, my mom and people's always told me the Republicans are for the rich and the Democrats are for the poor.
Because you see more minorities in the Democrats and things, but even traditionally, we were Republican before we were Democrat. We were then, and then it switched.
Yeah, like back in the day. So like King was saying right now, not to cut you. Like King was saying right now, black folks have majority been Democrats for as far as he can remember.
Like I didn't even have a chance growing. You know what I'm saying? Like
because they said that the Democrats were for the poor and the Republicans were
for the rich.
Well, further back before, way back in the day, it used to be flipped around.
Yep.
Where the Republicans were
for the poor
and the Democrats.
That's for the rich. And then it switched. One day, like they just flipped it.
So we know it switches.
Yeah,
we know that. We know the shit switches. Are we in the switching? Are we in the time of switching? Is that time right now where it's on the switch? I don't know, but I'm telling you right now, man. Shit is gonna be different.
yeah, hell yeah.
Shit gonna be different, bro. No bullshit. And then I think to myself, like, what do other countries think of fucking Trump now that they done seen that American-esque ass picture and all that bullshit? Because supposedly other countries fear Trump. How they know that, I don't know. But supposedly other countries fear Trump. Is this gonna give the other countries more of a reason to fear that nigga? Because he looked death in the eye and survived.
Probably the same. Maybe a little more. I'm not too sure.
All right, I'm gonna play this video right here.
What is it?
Loud or no? No, don't play it loud.
What?
The video is incredibly difficult to watch. Here's a portion. One moment, Betsy is in her kitchen, picking up a pot of boiling water. The next, a deputy points a gun at her, her hands up, and then the deputy shoots her 3 times. That officer now charged with murder. Our investigator, Dave Savini, has been looking at this video.
What's the context?
That's what I'm trying to know.
The what?
What happened? Like, how did that happen? Like, yeah.
There's the video that I saw was way more than this. Let me see.
Was she picking up the boiling water to heave it at this nigga? Or?
I think I don't know if she had threatened, like it said, like, what would you do if I throw this boiling hot water on you? I couldn't really hear the video too clear.
I didn't hear that. But what I did hear, he said, if you pick up that fucking pot, I'm gonna shoot you in your. No, if you pick up that pot, I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking face.
And she picked up the pot.
Cops kills water.
Hell no, she didn't. Water. Wait. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
Like I say, man, that's the first time I've seen it too, man. But
Cop kills woman, boiling water.
Why did the cops show up to her house in the beginning?
The video that I saw was like, it was like graphic. It wasn't just a little version that they. And so he's got charged with the crime.
He got charged with murder.
We're talking about, for y'all that don't know, we're talking about where and I don't want to say in Springfield, Illinois, a lady was in her house when 2 cops walked in, and I don't know what the reason was, but she was in her living room, and then she walked to the kitchen where she had some hot water boiling on the stove, and all I could hear from the video was the cops saying, basically, if you pick that shit up, or what do you say, Chris? Said somebody, I'm gonna shoot you dead in your damn face, and shoot you in your fucking face. And she picked up that damn boiling water, and as soon as she picked it up, the dude shot her like 2 or 3 times right in her head.
No taser, no nothing.
Yeah.
The excessive ass violence. Fuck yeah. That's why you should be charged with murder.
Let me see if I can find some more.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think If the police had to, if
he could have shot in the air and scared the motherfucking.
What do y'all think it would be different if the police had to police how like it is in London and stuff like that with no guns? It's just a baton and a thing like they're not allowed to have guns on them.
I think that can work in America only if the fucking penalties were ridiculous, like fucking ridiculous. Like if you punch this motherfucking cop and this nigga don't got no goddamn gun and all you got a baton, nigga, you mandatory 25, nigga.
Yeah, they have to hang nigga. They have to get niggas. Yeah. Niggas do 25 nowadays like it's 2.5 shit. For real. You got to hit a nigga with a 50 piece of shit
something
like
that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, I'm just curious because they don't have any. They don't have a lot of cops. A lot of they don't have guns. So yeah,
she's in the kitchen right now. She's in the kitchen and she's standing by like the pot of boiling water. And I don't know if she picks it up or not. I think
what is she like?
And that's when he said, if you throw that shit, I guess so. She does pick it up. And he says, if you throw that shit on me, basically, I'm going to shoot you dead in your fucking face. And I don't even know she... Because he wasn't even close enough to get it thrown on him. Well, I know something. He was still at a good distance, but damn.
Yeah.
He wasn't that close.
And not to hit,
definitely could have tased that bitch from right there.
For real. Mm-hmm. You didn't have to shoot her like
the
that.
whole situation with a tase. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
Tase that bitch in the head if it's that serious. You think, you know what I'm saying? But shoot this bitch in the head, that's crazy. Yeah, that's excessive.
That's hella excessive. That's fucked up. Why they even? Did they say why they walked in?
No,
What they there for? Was she mentally ill? Like, I mean, still, bro, it doesn't justify it.
Hell no.
I just want to know more. You know what I'm saying?
Let me look up the story right there.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's. But also over there, the gun. Like if you got. Oh no, this is in Illinois, Springfield.
Let's see.
I don't know why he thought that was going to be a justifiable shooting.
He did because he thought it was justifiable. He thought he'd get away with that shit.
I'm talking about like legally. Like, there ain't no fucking way. Like if you think that's crazy.
I mean, that's just how I say, man. That's just how good they feel like doing.
Bro, this is crazy. There's more to the story. It says an Illinois sheriff's deputy charged with murder in the death of a black woman shot her in the face during a tense moment over a pot of water in her home and then discouraged his partner from trying to save her.
Oh, fuck.
The details were in a court document filed in support of keeping fired Sangamon County Deputy Sean Grayson in custody without bond. County Circuit Judge Ryan C. agreed, denying Grayson's pretrial release at a hearing Thursday in Springfield. Says Sonia Massey, 36, was killed at her home in Illinois' capital city about 200 miles south of Chicago after deputies responded to her 911 call about a possible prowler early on July 6th.
She the one called.
Bruh. What the fuck? Come on, man.
Are you serious?
Says prosecutors allege that Grayson, which was the cop, allowed Massey to move a pot of water heating on the stove and set it on the counter. Grayson then aggressively yelled at Massey over the pot and pulled his 9mm pistol. Massey then put her hands in the air, declared, "I'm sorry," and ducked for cover before being shot in the face. Grayson also discouraged the other deputy from getting his medical kit. Man, that's crazy. The other deputy still rendered aid and stayed with Miss Massey until medical help arrived.
How did he even get hired?
He was charged with first-degree murder, 30 years old.
It's fucked up. How do like I don't get like how
because they pass all the background tests.
They psyche valves no. Oh, that's because you even have that other way around. Like if you can't even pass the academy, doesn't it? Where like you go be like a fucking go to the sheriff's in the county and fucking work for 2-3 years and then become a patrol.
There are fucking people that are smart enough to get over.
It's fucking retarded.
Like if niggas is a true narcissist, like 100, like the true definition of the word, right? Then a psyche valve is
nothing.
Yeah, that's minuscule. That's
But then how they getting caught on some stupid? Like, I don't know. These man.
He felt he could do that, man.
That's fucked up.
And get away with it. Yep.
He thought he got a. He's like, I can do whatever I want and get away with a badge.
He thought that shit was really just.
Shit ain't cool.
Man. That's cold when you that's cold, man.
Look at him.
He looked like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he felt like he's entitled and above it. Like, man, you just could like.
He was gonna say the boiling water was the thread and shit like that.
Fuck no, that much.
Yeah. Black woman.
After she put her hands up and shit.
Give a fuck.
That's crazy, man.
A nigga felt justified.
Fuck that.
I'm glad he got that first degree murder charge.
He killed that nigga, man.
Hell yeah.
That's that man, and he did that shit because he felt he could do it too, dog. And that nigga like, I'm going right back to work. We're gonna write this shit up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She put her hands in there and made a move. That nigga felt that shit was justifiable, my nigga.
That's messed up.
And the fact that, bro, when you can look at
Put the mic in front of you.
Just if you can just look at a woman and just do that shit like that with no regard.
Watch what it say. It say something about that nigga justifying, trying to justify the shit. No, it was further. It was further forward.
Another deputy responded to the scene where prosecutors say Grayson aggressively yelled at Massey to put down a pot of hot water.
Which she didn't have.
She put her hands in the air and said, "I'm sorry." But they say Grayson shot her in the face. Prosecutors claim while the other deputies still rendered aid and stayed with Ms. Massey until medical help arrived, Grayson at no time attempted to tase Ms. Massey. Grayson's body camera was not turned on until after the
Damn.
camera was on. And prosecutors say the footage does not support a finding that Deputy Sean Grayson was justified in his use of deadly force.
We've seen too much of this, where an innocent person, unarmed, who actually called for assistance, was the target.
It don't do no. It don't even say. And boy, nigga, I wanna cry, nigga. I swear to God, nigga. This is why we don't call y'all for nothing, bro. This is why we.
Do not, bro.
Boy, this is why we don't call y'all for nothing, bro. We don't call y'all for nothing, bitch. We're dying this hoe. I swear to God, nigga, we're dying this hoe. That's why we don't call y'all for nothing, bro. We don't call y'all for nothing, man. We'll never have a relationship. We'll never have a relationship. For real, man. Look, man, we'll never have a relationship with our community. Never, man. Y'all, man, that man, never, bro. We'll never have a relationship. I don't give a fuck what it always gonna be like this because nigga, it was that shit been like this. The shit been like this. Ain't fucking thing. That shit duck cold, bro.
I didn't know
That shit duck cold. That shit duck cold, nigga.
Glad we got context behind that.
Hell yeah.
Man, that's crazy. She called the laws
Because she thought somebody was proud. Yeah. Come on, man.
Nigga, she gon' man look.
Like Chris said, that's why we don't fuck with the laws. That's why we don't. We will deal with that shit
on our own, man. We'll deal with that shit on our own, man. Before we would call, bro. We'll deal with that shit on our own, man. We'll deal with that shit on our own.
That shit is ridiculous.
They can't call y'all for no help or nothing like that, bro. It's forever.
But now they taking young women now. It used to be just young men, nigga.
They been doing that shit.
We got Sandra Bland a couple of years ago.
They
Shit.
been doing that shit forever, men and women.
That's what I'm
They been
saying.
doing that shit
Mm-hmm.
forever, dog. Them
Now
motherfuckers.
they doing women, bro. Men and women.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Shit.
That nigga just gonna get some time. You know what I'm saying? Whether that nigga
little 15 piece.
that nigga might get a life sentence.
Well, yeah, he did get that first degree murder charge. Shit.
If he,
They ain't playing with his ass.
If he,
They're gonna make an example. They're gonna try to
that-
want to make an example.
that nigga still just
Hopefully.
that nigga gonna do time until he die. You know what I'm saying? I want that nigga dead if I was his daddy.
He didn't have a partner to cover up for his shit. His partner seemed like she was totally against the shit.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that wasn't right.
Yeah, exactly.
Check this out. Now just imagine if the partner was really down with that nigga.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What would have happened?
Just another dead nigga, bro.
How many more?
No body camera footage. They probably would have went and grabbed the water, threw the water, even put a little bit on themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. All that extra shit.
Hell yeah, man. Man, we about to step up out of here. Before we do, I want to give a shout out to homie Alex Skates. He ain't here today, but shout out to Alex Skates and Skateboarding Universal. I think it was his 2-year anniversary that he just had this past Saturday at West Goose Park. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that I missed that shit.
I know, me too.
Man.
Shout out to that boy Alex Skates, Skateboarding Universal. Yeah, let's talk about that before we get up out of here.
How was that? How was that?
Trip. Yeah, man, I forgot. Let's talk about your Austin trip before we get up out of here, man. What day did y'all get there?
Friday, man.
What y'all do Friday when y'all got there? Y'all just chill?
Yeah, I chilled. Like, okay, so the original reason I went to Austin in the first place, bro, was to go see my oldest daughter. You know what I'm saying? She out there adulting in a big way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I haven't had the opportunity to go out there and see her adulting in a big way. You know what I'm saying? So now that I had the opportunity, I took advantage. You know what I mean? So when we touched down in Austin on Friday, it was really just catching up all about her and her man. You know what I'm saying? Her boyfriend, fiance, whatever. You know what I mean? So, but that Saturday was crazy. Like, I'm talking about we woke up. I think we went swimming that day. We went and ate at like P. Terry's.
Yeah, the burger spot. Yeah.
We went to the art museum, which was my first art museum.
You like it?
I go to Austin all the time, and I never even tried to do no shit like that. So that was dope as fuck. What was it? What was it? The Austin Art Museum?
No, it was called the Blanton.
Okay.
The Blanton Art Museum, I believe. If I'm pronouncing it right, or if I'm saying it right. Blanton.
Already.
And we also went to Mount Bonnell.
Mount Bono. Yeah.
Never been there.
Where like you can overlook the lake and see all the rich ass houses and shit like that.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
You know, like again, my daughter, she a youngster, like of course, 'cause I'm her dad, right? But so them niggas was on some like you know how on that they got them steel ropes where they like don't pass this, don't pass this part. You know what I'm saying?
On the rocks.
On the rocks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you on a cliff.
Hell yeah.
Bro, my daughter and her fiance, they like, yeah, we definitely going under this rope, dude. We chilling on these cliffs. Everybody up there was doing that shit. I got some awesome pictures though.
He was smoking weed up there, shit like that. It'd be dope over there in Mount Bono.
It was crazy, bro.
Austin be live.
Then after that, we went swimming. You know what I'm saying? We went to go swim. Oh no, I'm talking about directly after that. We went to like some type of peacock reservation or something like that. It's like directly across from Manel.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Which was pretty dope. Like you can go hiking and all that crazy shit. So we went and checked that shit out. And then we went swimming and shit. Then we went to go to 6th Street.
Already.
Right.
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Already.
And then my daughter's telling me, oh well, like what part of 6th Street do you want to go to? You want to go to 6th Street or you want to go to Dirty 6th Street? And I'm like, whoa.
Or East 6th Street.
Like, oh, it's Dirty 6th Street. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I was like, look, all I know is I want to go on the side of 6th Street where these goddamn Voodoo Donuts is at. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe I seen it on like,
Dirty 6.
on a TikTok or a video that you know what I'm saying. So I was like, I just want to go on that side. So she was like, yeah, you want to go to that dirty.
Where all the niggas is at.
The fuck is the Dirty 6th Street? But nah, we went out there had a fucking ball, man. For real, I got my Voodoo Donuts, man. Got me.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Voodoo Donuts.
It was called the Dirt. That shit was fire. My wife got the butterfinger joint. You know what I'm saying?
You hop on a scooter? You hop on a bird?
Nah, we ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm Nah, we ain't doing none of that. But nah, it was dope, man. Like that was my first. Okay, so my daughter went to HBCU in Austin.
Oh yeah.
She went to Houston. She went to HT. She went to Houston to listen, right? And so when I would go, that was the only time that I went to Austin was to go visit her at HT or to go pick her up or to go drop her off.
Yeah.
I never explored. You know what I mean? So I always assumed that was Austin.
Gotcha.
That's what it looked like, and that's what it was. And I was like, well, it looked like every city I've been to with a whole bunch of homeless folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I got to
exploring shit, yeah.
Man, I was like, man, this is fucking live.
Austin's dope.
Like, I understand why this nigga Alex is always the
For real, Austin. I love Austin. I love Austin.
That was the first shit that came to my mind. Shout
Like,
out to Alex Gates, man.
yeah.
So I used to always be up at that motherfucker too. Shit,
I love Austin. My sister lives out there, so I love going out there visiting her. And
That shit was weird, bro. But the only thing that fucks me up about Austin, because like me and Whitey was like, man, we like it so much there. We was like, man, we gonna fuck around and move out here next month while you bullshit. But the only thing that makes me kind of like step back and be like, three things. I fuck with Corpus, number one. Number two, I heard that the price value, the house price value has went up like triple since like Elon Musk and Joe Rogan.
oh yeah,
yeah.
that shit's expensive as fuck.
It tripled in everything, and then on top of that, like I done got so used to this Corpus breeze, nigga, that when I was out there in motherfucking Austin, nigga, I was like, homie, like nigga, we can't be outside.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you missing that consistent breeze.
You can't be outside in Austin, bro. Like 10:30 in Austin is like fucking 3:00 here. Like that shit was bananas, nigga.
Yeah, that shit
Like,
gets
I had to
hot.
have bro, I was trying to. I need to go outside here and ask these people if they got motherfucking a rag or some shit or a towel or. That shit was crazy, but I enjoyed myself, man.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah. Shout out to my mama up there in Austin. Shit, that's where she stay. Shout out to my kinfolk Trey 600 up there in Austin too. Shit.
Definitely gonna be going back and
Hell yeah.
Shamar up there too.
Nah, he down here for damn show, man. Well, hey, man, it's your boy DJ Lil King, Riding High News, episode number 71. Appreciate my dog Ken 2 coming through. Daddy Cree stepping in, you know what I'm saying? Scoob Dose in the building too, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alex Skates once again, celebrating his 2-year anniversary.
Shout out.
With, Skateboarding Universal. What up, Freak Man? What up, Joe Brock, Arson Banks, everybody else out there, John Bell, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else out there, the rest of the Riding High podcast crew. Shout out Trace Boogie tuned in. Shout out DJ Dynamite, everybody else that was tuned in for the night. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the page. Go back and watch this for anybody that didn't get to catch it live. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy DJ Lil King, Riding High Podcast, Riding High News. We out this bitch, man. Hey.
you dig.